What is the y-intercept of this table below? The y-intercept of a table is the y value when x equals 0. But if we look at the given x values in this table, we don't have x equals 0. We have x equals 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And since we don't have the equation for the table, we're going to have to use the slope of the table to help us count backwards to when x equals 0. And this is okay because our lowest x value is x equals 3, which is fairly close to x equals 0. So first we have to see what is that slope. What is the pattern or the difference between the x and the y values? Well, the x values are counting up by 1. That's the change in their values. And the change in the y values, they're counting up by 2. We're adding 2. 7 to 9, 9 to 11, 11 to 13, 13 to 15. So now we want to work backwards. If we're starting where x equals 3, we now need to subtract 1. We need to do the opposite of the difference in the x's to get to x equals 0. If we subtract 1, that will give us x equals 2. We subtract another 1, that will give us x equals 1. And we subtract 1 more, that will give us that x equals 0. That's where we want to be in the table. But now we have to mimic and move backwards with the change and the difference in the y values. So instead of adding 2, I'm going to subtract 2 from 7 to give me 5. I'm then going to subtract 2 again from 5 to give me 3. And then I'm going to finally subtract 2 one more time from 3 to give me a value of 1. So moving backwards 3 times in the table, we now can see where x equals 0, and we see that we have a value of y equals 1. So y equals 1 is our y-intercept, making our answer choice D.